Hey, we have a little foot workout here. This is for feet and ankles and calves, everything that feeds into the foot to try and free it all up. So first of all, I'm going to try and get access to one foot at a time. So this is my left foot. I've just placed it over my knee. You can be sitting on a chair to do this. I'm going to do the fire starter to start with, which is just building energy, sensation, warmth, blood flow, lymphatic flow into the foot. So we're going to place one hand underneath and one hand on top. And fire starter is aptly named as if you're trying to rub the foot to start a fire. So we're going to rub as hard as we can for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Feel a bit of tingling sensation in the skin. We'll do it one more time. This time a little bit faster. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 1. Letting go. So now we're going to move into stretching those toes. So I'm going to start with a big toe. I'm going to hold that toe and gently pull it back towards my knee. So I'm trying to relax the rest of the foot, the rest of the toes. So feeling a sensation of stretching down underneath the big toe and into the arch of that foot, and gently let go and move on to the second toe. So gently, ever so gently, pulling it back towards your knee, trying to feel the stretch underneath the foot. So we're not yanking it really hard, we're not going into a pain area, just a tiny little bit of a stretch, discomfort. Letting go, we're trying to breathe gently throughout. So moving on to the next toe. Again, feeling that stretch underneath the foot. Trying to relax all the rest of the ankle and foot around it. And into the penultimate toe. Pulling it back towards the kneecap. Relaxing it all off. When you're ready, little toe. Pulling it back. Funny old stretch down the outside line. Feels a little bit unusual. Nice steady breathing and relax off. This next one is a toe spreader with the fingers. So I'm going to separate the big toe from the next toe. I'm going to place my index finger in the middle and I'm going to go all the way through those toes. So just up to the first knuckle of my fingers if possible, so you can see them weaving together here, and relax the hand and the foot around. So here I've got a good grip in between those toes, and this is a fascial stretch of the webbing in between all the toes, trying to separate them really nicely, stretch all those tissues out. And when you're ready, can you wiggle those fingers just a little bit further through when that sensation is calmed? So really trying to get through just that little bit further, and then relax the hand and the foot. Just to be fine with that unusual sensation. And I'm just going to try and go just that little bit further. Can you go all the way, webbing to webbing? Go as far as you can, all the way through. I personally have very short toes and very short fingers, so that doesn't take me very long. So here we're going to try and separate, stretch out the fingers, separating the toes even further, and then relax. So stretching out and relax, stretching out and relax. Last one here, stretching out and relax. Letting go, unweaving those fingers, and do the same all on the other side. So now we're into a little bit more self-massage. So using hands and a tennis ball. If anything is too much pressure for your hands, you can use the tennis ball all the way through to add more pressure in. So I'm going to bring up my left foot again. So again, you can do this sitting on a chair. I'm going to use all of this inside of the calf exposure here, so you can see it a little bit more. So you can feel where the shin bone is. I'm going to take my thumbs and find that shin bone, and I'm going to roll the flesh in towards my pubic bone, my pelvis. So like kneading bread, just going to dig those thumbs in gently, just moving and rotating the flesh in towards the body. Couple more. In and release, reset, in and release. So now I'm going to use the thumbs to press in towards the flesh. So using the back of the calf here and pressing in. So find where any tender spots are. If you found a tender spot, so I have one here right in the middle of my calf, I'm going to then try and move my foot while pressing that calf in. Can you do little circles? Can you do just a flex and point? Ease up all the muscles that feed into that foot. And then you can move on to the other leg. So the next way of massaging into the calf, with a little bit of hamstring as well, is to use a ball. So you can place a ball behind your knee and try and sit down onto it to crush that ball in between your hamstring and your calf. So this may be too far for some, but you can at least try and press, even if your bottom doesn't go all the way down to your heels. So really working through, and if you can, just stay for one deep breath, come back up and move it further down towards the heel. See which bit of that calf really needs more attention. So you can be more dynamic, pressing in, releasing out, or just really breathing into that tight spot. So very deep breaths here, asking your body nicely to let go, relaxing into that pressure, and coming off. So after you've done those massage points down the calf, it's really nice to try and release out that Achilles. So what I would do is I would tuck those toes underneath, still working on the same foot and calf, and then try to press my bottom back to that heel. So trying to take some weight into those flexed toes and the heel sending really far away from you, flexing into that ankle joint and the Achilles. If you are more flexible, you can come up on top, your whole body weight going into that toe burner stretch. Give it a try. So we have one more piece of the puzzle. This is stretching the top of the foot as well as the underneath of the foot in what I like to call a point and metatarsal stretch. We also have one strengthening exercise to really strengthen the arch of the foot to support the integrity of the whole of this part of your body. So let's go. This is the point and metatarsal stretch. So from here, with that left foot that we've been working on, I'm going to lift my heel as high as possible up to the back of my knee and try and really flex into those toe joints, feeling the stretch all the way up the back of that foot. And now I'm going to come up, lift the toes off the floor, turn the toenails down onto the floor and try and push my weight forward, my heel coming up to the back of my foot. And all the way up again, toenails up to the ceiling, lift the foot up and pressing forward. Lift the foot off the floor, toenails down, rolling forward, stretching all the way from the shin, all the way down to the foot, the tibialis anterior. Last time, flexing the toes into the floor, putting the heel really high, lifting up, toenails down, pressing in to that pointed foot, and all the way back off again. So this next one is a strengthening exercise. This one we call short foot, but using a towel is a really demonstrative way of showing you what happens with a short foot. So I'm going to place my foot on the towel and watch this space here. So I'm going to lift the arch and then lay the foot back down, lifting the arch and laying the foot back down. But watch these toes, they're not scrunching underneath me, they are trying to remain straight on the floor. So straight toes, so only the arch is moving and supporting all of the rest of my body. So here again, lift that arch, and back down, lift the arch. And as you can see, the towel comes in towards your heel as you're articulating those muscles. An amazing exercise for muscle strength of the foot. It's just showing you without any towel getting in the way. Last one here. Fab. So after all of these exercises, if you can perhaps balance on one leg while maybe brushing your teeth, so you're destabilizing yourself, standing on one leg, 30 seconds at a time, be great. Really get those feet working for you. Bye for now.